Hey Lucas, do you like the gameplay footage that you're seeing on screen right now? Yeah, that's where I'm playing Friday Night Funkin' music on another call-out post on you. Not a call-out post, a call-out video, but I'm using Friday Night Funkin' and footage just to spite you because I know how much you like to shake your fists in the air saying, "Darn that bloody game! Oh, it's awful! It should be casted in the Shadow Realm! Oh," so I'm using it against you just out of spite. And just recently, I saw the fact that you did something that was also illegal as well. As if owning illegal material wasn't already bad enough, you were also selling and stuff that you shouldn't be selling. So, as some of you may know, I already made like 2 videos on Weegeepie. Trust me, that was intended to be. Those 2 times were intended to be my only responses to the whole ordeal. But this thing, I think, would be the final opportunity to talk about Weegeepie because, honestly, it's gonna be the stupidest thing he has done. My lord. So very recently, there was a little Twitter account that was that I'm not sure how long was created. I didn't really double check, but it was an account known as Weegeepie / Lucas Hater, and this person was essentially did a huge bombshell and essentially leaked an entire thing that was from Weegeepie's tier of Patreon. Essentially, it was shown off that he was actually selling things on Patreon that he should not have been selling. 2 of those things was stuff that belonged to SMG4, as well as Nintendo 64 ROMs. So, of course, if you don't know, SMG4 has created original assets over the years, and on Weegeepie's own Patreon, he was selling the SMG4's assets. And I'm pretty sure he did so without any permission from Glitch or SMG4 himself, which is just crazy to me. But what's even crazier, that he was selling full-on Nintendo 64 ROMs. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. He was literally selling N64 ROMs, which is already enough for him to be tracked down by the Big N. And keep in mind, he was selling all of this for $120 per month on his Patreon, which is absurd. Imagine paying somebody $120 per month just to get access to Nintendo 64 ROMs. That is absolutely absurd. You'd honestly be better off of just actually getting the actual cartridges instead of just paying Weegeepie. What's even crazier is that these ROMs he didn't even legally own. So, legally, he's in the wrong to sell those ROMs. He can't sell them because he doesn't own them. Legally, he does not own them. And he's also in the perfect position to be sued by Nintendo. No, don't get me wrong, I think that Nintendo can be scummy when it comes to taking down stuff like ROM sites and emulators and whatnot, but in this type of instance, I have no issue with Nintendo just going after an individual selling Nintendo 64 ROMs without their permission, because clearly he's profiting off of work that he never made, or stuff that he just doesn't even own. And the SMG4 stuff that he also was selling as well, he doesn't own as well, which also puts him in a position to also being held accountable from the team at Glitch Productions. As far as I can tell, he was already banned from the SMG4 Discord server, and as far as I can tell, he's pretty much blacklisted. But if he was doing this behind Glitch's back, that is absolutely crazy to me. And of course, he had to respond on Twitter. So this is what he said. This whole, let's try something completely different and every time to cancel him is getting insanely tiring. Brother in Christ, when this isn't something completely different to cancel you, you should have been exiled off the internet ages ago. Like, you were exposed for owning CP and for grooming minors. You should have been off the internet ages ago. It was proven to you that you were lying. Yet you still exist on the internet, which is absurd. And may I argue, your cancellation is deserved. Because you did something illegal, and by owning CP and grooming minors, and selling Nintendo 64 ROMs is illegal. And also, you don't own the assets from SMG4. You were selling them without SMG4's permission, which puts you in a very good position to be sued by Glitch. I don't get your morality, dude. And he says, literally look at the Google Drive. Everything on here is something I've made myself. Nothing from Glitch's fault. I'd have insanely stupid to charge money for that. Guess what? You are insanely stupid, because none of the shit that's in the Google Drive is yours. You can literally look at the drive itself, and I recognize some of those assets from older SMG4 episodes. Those weren't made by you. Like, deadass, they weren't made by you. And even then, they don't belong to you. They belong to SMG4 and Glitch. So, no, you don't have the right to sell them. So yes, you really are that stupid. And even if you did actually legally own those assets, that doesn't excuse the Nintendo 64 ROMs. You don't own them. You don't own Nintendo 64 cartridges that you've dumped yourself. You got them from the internet. So you don't own them. You are selling Nintendo 64 ROMs, which puts you in a perfect position to be sued by Nintendo. So, either way, you're in the wrong. Honestly, at this point, just talking about the entire Weegeepie situation and just how deep the rabbit hole goes, honestly, just feels very, very tiring to me, honestly. Like, there's a reason why I'm making this my actual final video. Consider this like the end of a trilogy, I suppose, of me talking about Weegeepie, because this will be the final time that I talk about him. For real this time, okay? Trust me. For this channel, it won't be a drama channel or whatever. It'll usually just be for me to just talk about stuff that's on my mind or anything that's happened to me. I do want to at least branch out with my content much more, and I'm much more willing to at least do more on my main channel as well as on this channel as well. So, yeah, this will be my final time to talk about Weegeepie. Expecting to do some more stuff in the future, and I definitely hope that you guys stick around to at least see it. Anyway, that's really all I have to say for now. Thank you for joining me on this epic journey through the twisted, fucked up mind of Lucas Pie Weegeepie 445 saga, I guess. Anyway, yeah. See ya. Bye.